All right, buddy.
Oh, hang on, I can't hear you.
Let me see. Is that better?
I got it. It was me.
All right. Let me kill my volume. This is probably a little hot. So I figured no better. Oh, I like it. It went right to sharing his fucking screen, man. That's shiznit. How you feeling? Huh? How you
What's
feeling?
that?
How you feeling?
I'm tired, but I'm getting there. I'm getting motivated.
You getting motivated?
This the first one was pretty easy. This one over by the garage is I'm questioning if there's any way we can. I don't understand. If you can look at it with me for a minute, that'd be great.
Yep, that'd be good. That'd be good. Hold on one second. Let me. Because of what I've got to do, I don't know if anyone else is going to join us. Because of what I got to do, I just figured this would be a good time for me to test you, test ourselves. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the story goes like this: we've been begging for 5 months to find out where what they're calling is the CUP or whatever, the central utility plant. Essentially the cooling tower. Okay. So let's review what we've got for a cooling tower. Let me stretch my screen just a little bit.
Now we still don't have the cooling tower as the family's not built from spec.
That's exactly where we're at. That's exactly where we're at. So do me a favor. As someone who's let's see, I can hide that and I can get rid of that. As someone who's an expert, or as close as I would know as an expert, how do you think this is going to go? How do you think these emails went today? What do you think ended up happening? Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of insight. My
insight is they're going to say, just put it in there and we'll make the adjustments when we have to. And then that's going to fucking cause a nightmare.
I don't think so. I think what people are going to come back and beg us to know is where this thing needs to be located. Now, if they're pouring some kind of foundation for this, that means that someone needs to tell the structural people where it needs to go.
Yeah.
Now, there's no foundation, and it's going to have some wiggle room, but someone's got to define that. So all they have is this guy here, which is an AutoCAD drawing import. And what's really scary is if you do a query, and we go get one of these black lines, you're going to see this is all drawn on the layer level
Zero?
Hold on. I don't have it over there. Hold on. It's on layer PDF text, which means it's been imported into AutoCAD from PDF.
Oh my God. So it's not even to scale.
So the dead giveaway when someone does that to you is to do this. You need to come into that zero marker for that black object. And sometimes the best thing that you can do is I'm going to isolate just that object. Isolate just that element. Let's see if we go with our line weights.
Oh my God.
You see how you see how those lines jump apart?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I figured, man, if we went live, everybody else can come back and look at this. What we're going to do is we're going to solve this doggone problem. You can see that the posts sort of line up but don't line up. Oh, wait, what kind of circle is that?
Sheesh.
Okay.
And those are lines?
Now, you can see that zero marker right there. You see that line? So what I recommend to people to do is you hit that line. Might have to tab to it. I get that line. And then I come out here, right? And I get 45. What's that?
It didn't look like you even got it. Oh, okay. I see it now. There's other blue lines there that are throwing the angle off.
All right. Now what you want to do is you want to duplicate this. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Hold on.
So yeah, that's the one frustration with Revit.
Yeah, the chasing windows down when you switch screens. Oh my gosh, one frustration. Yeah, that's a big frustration with Revit.
That's a big one.
This whole process, this is an unlimited time suck, and we're going to prove that because you're going to end up asking me your questions while we wait for time just to be sucked away from my life. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to take this guy, and all I have to do is change the units. You can see right here's the units, 540 and a quarter inch. And then there's the desk. What's that? And then there's a decimal version of that. So all I need to do is change this to be in inches, right? And I'm just going to go with the decimal inches because it's a nice, good number. And it looks like they were rounding to 3 places. So we go in there and we say 540.250 is actually 540.198. Yeah. So you know you're out of scale. Okay.
So the 540 is inches. So you're really only out a quarter of an inch, but you're out.
Okay. That's good. That's good. So we go like this and we say create similar, or, to be honest with you, if you ever had the curiosity, just go to the link from this morning. We're live. Yeah, I did. It's in there. Okay, would you resend that? All right, give me a second. I gotta resend this. How do you do that? Let's see. Got to get the cursor on the right screen. Invite, copy this. New. All right, I'm back. So if you changed this type of this dimension, do you know where that is? Do you know where to change that to be the right kind? Up here, I think it's this continuous. What we want to do is we want to change that to an ordinate. Okay?
Okay.
And what that'll do is you see how that 0 is here? See how the 540, 198? So that means now if you really, I don't see how that's going to drag. So let's see if we can rotate that text. Where would you rotate that text?
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Do not see a rotation. Probably something says align to something.
Read convention, maybe? No. Maybe unit formats. No, that wouldn't be it either.
All right, we're not gonna overthink this. What I wanted to show you is now I can go edit witness line and I can hit that one, and this one. Okay. So
that's interesting. I didn't know you could do that dimension style.
Yeah, and there's a spot, and I think it's going to be aligned to view or something like that. But I've changed it.
You want to go below the space. Well, I see what you're doing, but you want to line it up.
You see what I'm doing?
Uh-huh.
Look at how far off you are out here. You're at 660. 727. So you're not off that much. But the problem is when I did this before, it had a really weird scale. It was very bizarre what was going on. So what do you think the next doggone step is going to be?
Are you going to try and scale that PDF or that CAD file?
No. How do you think they're going to help me? Okay, because they're now beating on me to get these drawings out to get the final location of where this stuff is tacked in. I mean, they're hammering on me. What do you think they gave me?
The PDF, just the regular PDF to read the information.
No, they gave me a step file.
A what?
A step file.
What's that mean?
A step file. Hey, I'm in the middle of a meeting. You want to join? All right. Yeah, I'm in the. I've got a couple people online. She doesn't know anything about that account. Give me about a half hour. All right, are you there? Can you hear me?
Me? Yeah.
All right. So they give you a step file. So how do you bring a step file in to Revit?
I would assume import.
Well, first thing I would recommend, they're giving me a piece of equipment, so I made a generic model, right?
Yep.
So you're saying import CAD. Then what? Come down here to where it says DWGs, which is on the other screen, and do what?
Well, I don't know. Do an asterisk dot asterisk. No, you can't do that. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what a step file is.
A step file comes from SolidWorks. So this is
convert it to something else.
This is the ever-loving incompatibility issue. This is where I was really hoping Jaffe would be in. No kidding, Mike. What the heck are you going to write me about? Oh, we'll take a look at that in a minute. So,
it's an
how much time do we have to waste right now? When you
exactly no
a deadline today, and this has to be done yesterday. So, as Revit, we've mastered the software in 6 months. That was 18 years ago. How do you bring a step file in? Oh, the answer to that question becomes you got to go to ever-loving AutoCAD. And I'm pretty sure that it was something like import. Oh, look at that step file.
Wow.
Now, of course, that's in an old directory. That's nowhere near. Oh, man. Yep. Well, yep. That was a long time ago. That was another company that tried to help me by giving me a step file. Right?
Thanks for that. Thanks for the help.
Thanks for the help. At the worst possible time. So this is not the end of it. That's why I want this recorded, because if we just clip this out of here, this step right here, no pun intended on the step file. Oh, there's Misty. I see Misty. Hold tight. I got to get my cursor over there. Well, hello.
Hello.
Chester Mike.
Am I talking?
You're talking. That's good. So, Misty, I don't know how much you've been listening. How do you get a step file into Revit? Do you know?
I normally try to bring it into its own Revit file.
Yeah, what we found is you can't bring it into the Revit file.
A lot of times I just bring it straight in. I just bring it straight in.
No. You won't. You think you can bring
it
in?
Like bring in the format.
Try your Revit. See how you can import a STP or STEP file. You won't be able to.
Because I've already been doing it already.
Well, tell us. We want to see it. Can you share the screen?
I guess I put it in a family is what I remember now. I put it into a family, into
Yeah.
a pipe accessory family or mechanical
No.
equipment or generic model.
This will all make sense because you remember doing this. That's why I wanted to record this. How to bring a step file into Revit. Well,
Are you saying that they used to allow it and now you can't? Or it's allowable in the newer versions?
Dude, show me if you can do it. I'm telling you can't. Misty's going to remember this. When I go to import this step file into CAD, which is what you have to do first.
Yeah, you got to open it in CAD. Yeah, and then save that as a DWG into your Revit family.
That screen right there gets everybody. Okay? What it's saying is your import job. And there was a button somewhere down here.
Yep.
Right? See, now it all comes back to you. That's why I'm saying we should have.
I just haven't, Brian, I haven't been in CAD since I was at Odell.
The problem is if you don't wait, see, it's waiting right now. It's processing somewhere down here. Import job in progress. Okay. See, so this is the part that because you're under a crushing deadline, they're pushing too hard on 4 other tasks, and now they throw this step file at you. Oh, see that right there? Import file processing complete. Then you can hit this.
Okay.
All right. I think you can hit that.
And you do a ZE and it should come up.
Right there.
You gotta go here. No.
Isn't that in the corner?
That's it in the corner.
Oh man.
So out of the gate, the thing is already rotated sideways. Right?
It's always rotated weird.
So do we want to rotate it in CAD, or do we just now want to save this object and pull this into Revit?
Probably would like to rotate it in CAD, but I don't know how easy that is.
Yeah, I'm thinking, you know what? We'll just save this as let's see, what could we save this guy as? I'm going to do this over on the other screen so no one has to see my computer.
I've exploded those a couple times by burst and explodes to try to get little pieces out sometimes.
All right. Well, my recommendation is when you're going to do that, what you should do is just save this as several versions. But I like what Misty said. She said something real smart, which is it may be a very good idea to explode this and clean some of it up. Let's see here and there. And we're going to save this as bad idea, because that's what it is. Because even though Misty's having a good idea with the explode, what you're going to find is everything we try to do in this AutoCAD file, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When we explode it.
It's time consuming?
Yes, very.
Yeah.
Especially when you start to orbit this thing. I've got such lag, it's not even funny.
And all right, there it started
to pick up. So, all in all, maybe it does work. Now, what would you explode next? See, what's going to happen is, and I'm just going to read this. These guys all have different block numbers. But the problem is, if you do what everyone's going to recommend, we're going to create a monster in our file. So I'm just going to create that monster and get it rotated. So we've saved this guy as bad idea. I'm going to go back to my Revit. And I'm going to now import CAD, the bad idea number 1. This is the dead giveaway that it's a bad idea.
How long it's going to take to bring in?
That's correct. Did Misty freeze? Misty?
Yeah, she may have. Oh no.
But it is nice.
All right. So
I tried to
now
tried to
if
make
you
it.
did that and we went to the left view, this is where we can see that thing's rotated. I guess what would you want me to do? Really rotate it around some kind of center point?
I would think.
Oh, it's going to say it's pinned.
Why did John pin it?
As I forgot. I thought I was doing a good job just by getting this in the approximate location. See, now what I would recommend here is I would move this thing up and I would define what is going to be the base point of that. So that would make sense for this to be like the end of this foot, right?
Okay.
And, oh, nice. Look at that. That's exactly what we need in our BIM coordination.
That is horrible. Is that a clown face? That guy's got a clown face. He's got fucking clown lips.
Well,
I've never seen that before.
I've seen. Wait a second. You haven't seen chains and other things like that before?
People, I haven't.
Where's he at? Where's that boy standing at?
That's kind of weird.
Is he inside it?
Let's try this. It's so hard to drive if you're looking at the wrong screen. Oh, better yet, it's all going to be white. Now, my question is, we should have right here is our connection points. Right there is the important things to us. Those 4 locations are the important thing to us.
Those are the 4 big lines that are going across there?
Yep, that's exactly what they are. Now, my recommendation is I'm going to record another video like I've already done a dozen times. I'd like to build this guy in Revit objects so at least we have an idea what's out there. Now, I'm sorry we're in shaded view and it's just black and white because that's not a good way for it to go. But my question is, for the bonus prize of the day, how do we turn that section box on this view? So in other words, if I go to this view and I come down here, there's no section box listed.
Is this a generic model? What is this?
It's a generic model, but this is applicable for any family. What you have to do is you have to go to that 3D view, click on it in the browser, and now the section box.
That's right. I remember that.
Right? Yeah. Well, and all I'm doing is I'm just playing a game of Explore to say, where the heck is that guy?
I never knew how to do that.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of why I wanted to do this. I wanted this, like I said, we can leave this as a recording, and people can figure out how to do some of the things they have no idea how to do. Because I know it took me years to even get close to figuring that out. I have no idea where that guy is.
Yeah, is he off in the distance?
I have no idea where he is.
What if it's one of those things where you saw him in the 3D view, right? We just had it turned to the side.
Yep. Right there he is. Right there he is. He's standing right at the end of that. At the end of that one right there. Let's see. What a fun game. Right there. Oh, he's even got a tie on. I think it's Homer Simpson.
Oh man. The one thing I don't want to fucking run into, and I have to hit it.
Show
What do you
us.
think it is?
Hey, what do you got going?
The freaking roof leader.
Which line are you doing? Oh, that you're doing that one that's highlighted right now.
A sump line. Oh, you didn't have to switch to mine.
No,
Did we,
listen, dude. Listen. Look at
oh,
that
yours
again.
is processing?
Huh?
Yours is processing?
No, I just jumped to yours.
You didn't have to do that. I was just trying to futz this in here while I was doing that. Did you say we can run through these steels sometimes?
Yeah, you sort of need to pick on it, do a tab and pick on it and see what the structural member's name is. See, that's where they've not helped us out.
I think it's just generic model.
No, you got to scroll down. You got to scroll down.
It's a W2455.
No, you can't go through that. And a matter of fact, you can see the open web joist going the other way. So that one you could go through the center of it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these ducts are going to have to go up above this line then.
All right, back to mine.
That's fine. I'm listening to you, bud. I'm just trying to.
So it would really be a good idea to strip that guy out. Then you start saying, well, should I strip out these wire cages?
Go up to the top. I think I saw a bunch of screw heads.
Yes, and that's where it looks like it works when it's just in the family, but when we put it in an already heavy project, it's going to blow up.
What's that family size? If you save that family now, what size is that?
80 meg.
It's got to be over 10, right?
The problem is they've already wasted at least 20 hours trying to get the engineers at Daikin to get this step file. I mean, I'm guessing they waste at least some hours because it's 13 meg.
That's not too bad. That's pretty big.
Not 13 meg for a family?
For that much of a family, that's a whole couple room.
I can build that whole family in under a meg with all the important information that I need to.
Yeah.
Okay. And what I need to do is not get sidetracked. And I need to put these 4 pipes in dead on. But what we have to do is we have to get this reference level right. Okay. So you remember I lined that bottom up. I lined the foot up to the bottom of level, but what we want to do is we want to take this corner, and I'm going to go back and show you why. Because everything is pulled back to this datum right here, which is 00, which is really what we wish we could see. What exactly is 00, and it looks to be right at the corner of that steel.
It looks to be like the front face on one side and the center on the other side.
It's that corner right there, I believe.
No, right? I think it's the one on the edge. I think it's the one on the
right here. Well, hold on.
Under the big fat blue line. I think it's the centerpiece, right?
Right here?
No, even lower. The line below that. You don't think that's the footing? Right down there, right
there. No. This is not a footing. This is a datum. This is where they measure everything to. See, I think that the spot you want is that spot right there.
Okay.
See, this then becomes your datum, which matches theirs. Because that's what you're going to want to be able to dimension and tell them where that location is. See, so now essentially all I really need to do is build these. But here's my question, is all along, these were drawn incorrectly. If I go back to here, you're going to see that those are 14-inch pipes, but we don't have any 14-inch pipes on the job.
Are they 20?
They're 16s. These are supposed to be 20s, and these are supposed to be 16s. So the question becomes, anybody gambling on what size that is and have an idea? Let's see, can we go? I personally would create an object, right? Extrusion. Can I snap SC? Hell no.
Draw a line.
SE? No. So how do you even get this guy in the right spot?
But you're right. I see it. It looks like it's a 16, actually.
Can you snap with a line? Just a regular line?
I don't even really remember. That's because that thing is that step file. This is where you'll start to chase your tail.
But to be honest, if you put that in there and you just put the center of that at the dimension, that's what you really should be doing.
That's exactly what you want to do. Thank you. You want to come in here and you want a dimension from that to that. Try that again. It's not going to like it.
Revit.
Huh?
Go Revit.
Go Revit.
Draw a line in here and see if you can snap to the edge of that circle. That step file.
Nope.
You can't?
I would not. What I want to do is I want to see the PDF so that I can take this number right here and type in. Well, first of all, this needs to go to the center. Right?
There it is.
Well, you know why I couldn't do it before, right?
Because you weren't inside
the. Because the step file was on. No, because the step file was on. You what you don't realize is that step file breaks Revit. They won't they won't tell you, but that step file broke Revit. A 13 meg file, unacceptable.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Okay.
Well, no, it's the same as what we've always said. Anything that is brought in from AutoCAD and is just that 3D shit view, you can't utilize.
Even if it's 2D. Remember, we were reviewing here. This is 2D. That should be 637.285. So how hard is it for me to go pick this purple, go to there, 637.285 inches. And I would have been better. I would have been smarter to change my units. Now, can we see from this guy here? See right there? From that origin point, it's 28.315 and 34.814.
You're going for the top one, 34.814.
You're exactly right. I mean, I don't need to do all of that, but I needed you guys to understand that step file breaks things, keeps you from snapping, makes you think you're crazy, and wastes all your time. You have to back all the way up, build what you need. I'm going to put a bunch of detail in there. This guy's going to look cool, and I'm going to show you how I did it tomorrow. Okay?
Yep.
So, do you have any questions on your sump pump lines?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's look at them. And I would propose maybe make your screens a little bit. Oh no, I guess we can see. I can see it.
You got it?
Yep, I'm good.
All right. So the first thing is, it's so hard to zoom in somewhere because the screen keeps disappearing. Okay. So they have these both going up a good distance and then dropping out here and going this way. I was just going to take it straight out here. I don't understand why you would go around this side of the room, especially in light of the fact that when you come across that.
Show me your exit point of the building for that lines.
For that line, they're taking them down here and coming right over here and dropping out they don't have it out the side. They just have it dropping down in the wall.
What system is this again?
This is a sump line drain.
Why the second line? What's
this second line? This second line is my slope line. I'm trying to push it over some so that I can.
Okay, where did you join? Where did you join those two pipes together? It looks like you joined them in the shaft. I see in the view below. I see.
Yeah, they're right.
Yeah, you're headed into dead end territory. That's
exactly. Smart. This isn't clear to get out here. There's a piece of steel.
We want to go back. We want to go north.
So you think we should take the things north?
Yeah, we definitely want to go north.
See, the other thing, Brian, that I don't know if they realized was, do you see where they put it?
In the ground.
Oh, wait, that's not it. Never mind. Hang on. No,
they have it. That's my sanitary line.
They have it out here in the casino space. I don't know why I'm not seeing it right now.
That's why I knew that was the wrong way to go, is because you can't go to the casino.
Oh, it's right there at the casino ceiling, but that's obviously not going to work.
What's that line?
Wait,
that gray line, the tan line that isn't floating into space.
This one?
Yeah.
Potable hot water.
Yeah, but he's little. He's 3/4. You're not going to have a hard time tucking that.
No, and that's not even anything I'm working on yet because that's up above.
Right.
I lost track of where the other one is, but it was floating low through. I think that is it right there.
That's sanitary. That's my sanitary that goes over there.
That line does not show up in here. Why not? Okay, that's that one. Then where's my line showing up? My line should be much higher.
That's where I'd go in the view you're in, right? I'd do a BX. Because that's your 1/4 inch slope.
Yeah, that's what's killing it. So, but
you can't do a long run at 1/4 inch. You end up dropping a lot of inches.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I got the two up north, the two in there and then the one here. Those are done, but you're thinking we'd be better off to go north.
I definitely think going north. If you zoom out a little bit.
And how far north before we can come over here? I'm assuming parking deck runs this whole length.
No, see, I personally, I would take it right out that wall right there. That's where I take it.
Okay.
You're gonna find if you do a section box over that direction, you're going to find a pair of my roof leaders that you're going to run parallel to.
Okay. Oh, that got too big. But we can't dump it out on this roof, so we have to get all the way out to that wall.
Yeah, I believe you got to take it to grade.
All right, and those are what you're saying I might be running parallel with. Okay.
If you can get just on the outside of those guys, it was a big clean open area because they didn't have the roof leaders there. That was, I think those
are 1/8 inch though. That's gonna. I might have to go with an 1/8 inch slope on this one. I know you said
no, but if you hug it high, look at the structure. Look at how the red of the structure is going. Like, give yourself a straight side shot.
Yeah, no, I saw that it's dropping down as you get over there.
Right. That's where I think it's advantageous for you to wrap that direction.
Okay. All right. No problem. Like I said, the other ones, those 3 are done, and then I just got the one down towards the tower, and I can't find any more, so I'm assuming that's it.
How many
elevators are by count?
I don't know.
And then I also went ahead and I made a sump pump drain. I'm sorry I didn't put the 22 on that one. I made it some pump drain 22 or whatever. I made it a purple color, and I put it in an epoxy cast iron so that my fittings would come in a little bit more representative. You said that was cast iron, right?
Yep. I think we need to strip out all those 22s. If you go to your pipe systems real quick, because we can do heavy damage here with just a little straight up advice. All right. What I want you to do is I want you to take sanitary and vent and make them go bye-bye. Try deleting the other. All right, that's what I was worried. There's only one is what it's saying. All right, so now domestic cold water and domestic hot water, they go away. Fire protection dry, you're not going to be able, you need a dry and other pre-action and a wet. You have to have those.
Okay.
Okay. And hydronics, we don't have any hydronics.
They're mechanical.
But you're not going to be able to get rid of them because you have to have a hydronic supply and a hydronic return.
Okay.
So that's why they named all those with the 22.
Because they couldn't get domestic or whatever out, or sanitary or whatever.
Right. It was beating them up, and they didn't. So what I want you to do is just click on it slowly a second time, wipe out the 22.
Why 22? What is that? Is that a?
I think it's one of those softwares that sort of gives it. They gave them the designation. Somewhere there's a Omni class code or something.
That's what I figured.
You know, I just think it's a bad idea. And see, Misty should do the exact same thing to the plumbing file. Or I'm sorry, to the mechanical file. Misty should clean those same kinds of systems up, and I'll work with her to do that.
All right. Then what about the? I know this doesn't matter, but what about the 22 on these guys? You want that off of there too?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's going to be right where you're at. If you just scroll up, just one more scroll in your browser.
Here.
Nope, up one more. That pipes, hit plus. Is that it? Yep, there you go. And see, this is where Jaffe could run routines to do all this naming real quick. Go grab all that 22 dash stuff and take it all out.
Yeah.
What's the 22 from? What's the 22 from?
The 22's from the engineers. For some reason, they had a 22. It must be an Omni class code or something like that.
Or a classification.
And that's going to be the same in the mechanical file, which is the file we're going to stick you in next. But we're going to have that meeting tomorrow. I'm starting to lose my throat a little bit from talking too much.
That's fine. You're fine. I thought that this was going to have to go a different direction. I think it's going to be a struggle no matter what. And you said it is okay to run at an 8 if we need to.
Yeah.
They prefer not to.
It's against code.
Gotcha.
It's against code. And see, what I would do right now is I would take that purple pipe and I would drag its one end all the way back to the other direction so that it was sloped, and I would do a XX on it and see how it looks. You know, I wouldn't do all the bending yet. I would just get that one guy straight. Right? So that's approximately where you need to get to. So do that and do an XX. All right.
Oh, XX. I'm sorry. I didn't go deep enough. So wait, that's the back. It didn't slope the right way. I want it sloping the other way. The elevators are here. It's going to slope that way.
So pick on that pipe in your 3D view. Just change that to a minus quarter inch. Just change it to a minus. Stretch your box down. You're going to see that you have plenty of ceiling room. No, I wouldn't even suck it up. I'd check your ceiling space out. Right? This is going to give you where your ceilings are. So you can see you're above the ceilings.
This is the important one right there. As long as I start,
you're above that one. Look at your next one. You're above that one.
Here.
That's some kind of open to structure above that little slot. Then you're above ceiling.
What about here? That's a ceiling right there that's missing or something.
There's probably open to ceiling. It's probably there's a lot of it opens back there. And I think, to be honest with you, you know what? I bet those ceilings are even stretched down more. You could stretch the bottom box down more because I think those ceilings are real low in the back.
Oh no, those are open air diffusers. You see what I'm saying? Those are ones they don't put in the ceiling. Those are decorative of some sort.
Yeah, but yep.
You don't think?
No, I definitely agree with you. It's all meant to be open air.
Okay, so if that's open air, then we can't run through there. There's got to be coverage somewhere.
Well, look. What you would do there is just break with that soffit, that curved soffit. Break it over to the wall.
Okay.
Break it over west. But really, if you're wanting to go east, you want to break it east.
Well, the problem is east goes into more open space. West can get us to somewhere where there might be fucking coverage. That's really surprising that they leave. There's got to be something up above here blocking this shit, right?
No, it's a restaurant. They put exposed duct and exposed pipe in it all the time.
All right.
I don't see that as an interference. I do think you could get higher to the structure. I think you could get a lot higher to the structure.
Yeah, you told me to bring it down, though. Remember, Ding Dong?
No, yeah, well, I know that, but I mean, you can almost strap to the bottom structure, right? Do you see that right there? Now look at how that ends up. Look at how that ends up. All in free and clear space. The direction you were going to go was going to be a nightmare.
Absolutely. I don't disagree. All right.
Can you draw without sticking your tongue out?
Huh?
Can you draw without sticking your tongue out?
Nope.
Say something nice to me.
Say something nice to you? Fuck you.
Yeah, like thanks for making me not have to route this through the nightmare zone.
Oh, I hear you.
Now I have a question for you. It's a crazy one.
Yeah.
As that pipe went towards the back, towards the north. Yep.
Yeah.
Delete that crap out of there. What are those two guys back there?
Those are the two that I finished. Those are the two from in the middle.
Can't you tie right into that guy?
That's a good ways away, but I could.
Why not?
All right, I'll see if I can get there and then just come over and drop down in the top of it or something.
Just drop down in the top of it. Then they only have to have one penetration at the exterior. Guess what? You're saving money.
Gotcha.
You're not routing it down the wall twice.
Okay, then why don't we do that up here then with these two? Why are they going out twice?
No, they shouldn't. Tie those two together.
So that could just really tie right into this and we don't even have all that pipe.
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
I'm making that call, yes.
Okay. I was actually going to ask you that, but this is where I was saying those elbows don't.
These sumps only kick on. They're like a toilet, you know?
It only kicks
when it
on.
sucks the material out of the elevator, it turns off.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, if someone was really feeling scared, what would you do? Upsize the
mean?
pipe. Upsize the pipe at the joint.
Oh, gotcha. Make it a thicker pipe.
Right. Make
Something
it a
like
3 inch or a 4 inch or something like that.
something like a 3-inch domestic toilet line.
And what happens when you try to join those two together right now if you try to fill those?
The resulting angle is too great or too small.
That's a bad elbow you got. Zoom in there. Let me see what that thing's even supposed to look like.
It's just the generic. We don't have an actual cast iron or whatever one in there.
Can you get one?
What?
I can get cast iron for you if you don't have any. I don't know. It's in a job I use.
Let me,
Well,
let me see
that's
here.
the whole idea is if we get a little bit of help like that.
I'm not sure what the fittings are. The type is cast iron.
He needs it for 2 inch. He needs it for 2 inch.
Okay, I'll see if I got 2 inch.
There you go.
That's gray iron. Is that it?
Yeah, that's close. Yep.
Is it?
No, these are flanged. Do we want flanged? Would you do a flanged one? That's going to change what we're doing, I think. Oh. No, they're all flanged. I don't know. What do you think? Get one from Misty? Oh, did it crash? Did it crash? Okay. What?